Arsenal fans couldn't hold their emotions at bay and threw a bottle at one of the key club players, Dele Alli. One thing seemed kind of weird. Why do you throw stuff at a guy who does his job perfectly well? It's not his fault that the other team is losing.
Be interesting to see where Spurs. Well, that's
by one of those so-called supporters in there.
Of responsibility.
Well, he doesn't need to be winding them up.
During one of the matches, Taverner was just following the ball to throw it back in the game. All of a sudden, his plans changed because of the fan who somehow got on the field and kicked the ball. Don't know what went through his head, but that's the behavior of a straight-up idiot. Here's one of the more recent occasions. The lady we see on the field is Kinsey Wolanski. She ran out in the field during the Champions League wearing very little clothes. This was certainly her moment of glory, because that time she received quite a following. She also got on the news. Pretty silly move, but it worked. Well, everybody chooses their own way to success.
He's going to have to stop here because we have someone on the pitch.
In this instance, things were certainly getting hot. Things got out of hand, and at some point fans started throwing fire to the penalty area. Obviously, the match had to be stopped in order to calm everyone down. Unfortunately, some fans don't care about the game. All they want is to raise some hell.
Ось нам показують тим часом повтор. Той самий момент, коли все і розпочалося. Клубу.
Суворі санкції, вони заробляють для свого клубу дуже серйозний штраф.
When Cardiff City fans realized that their team enters the big league, they couldn't hold their emotions. They smashed the fence and ran out on the field. This was actually very dangerous, but luckily nobody died. Obviously, a lot of people would like to kiss Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's quite irresponsible to do that in the middle of the game. That's way over the line. You can certainly tell just by looking at Ronaldo's face.
Gekkigheid allemaal.
And this fan entered the field after Liverpool scored a goal. He certainly likes Luis Suarez very much. It's quite evident when you look at his bows and attempts to hug him. But the crazy fan didn't stop there. He continued his little performance by showing some indecent gestures to the opposing team fans. Thunder, fire show, heavy rain, all of this is possible during the match. But a guy doing a parachute landing is something quite exceptional and unpredictable. But it happened, and it made a lot of people cheer and admire him. This was probably the brightest point of the entire match. Some fans can't seem to hold their tongues and keep their beaks out, and they start to throw insults. And that's what happened to Neymar one time. Some fan was getting on his pip and he just hit him with his fist. After that, he got disqualified for the next few matches. It's funny how grown-up men can act like little kids. Penalty kick from a fan is a very unexpected move, and it's a very silly one. Perhaps this guy had a bet with someone, and if that's the case, then he probably won a lot of money.
Ну, с левой, как положено, да, как Алекс практически.
Не, ну...
A similar case happened during the English Premier League. If he was trying to show players how it's done, then he didn't do a very good job. At least he could have tried a bit harder. In a match between Borussia and Stuttgart, fans started throwing tennis balls on the field, which is very strange. Perhaps it was their intention to confuse the players and make them lose the ball. Who knows? Boys are usually their team's fans, and they always try to help as much as they can. Although this guy did everything in his power to waste as much time as possible. Eden Hazard didn't seem to like that, and so he took the ball by force. Sure what these fans were trying to say with their little performance, but it sure looks weird and eerie. I mean, who throws dolls on the field? If they were trying to scare the players, then they probably managed it. And this guy did some very indecent thing during Romanian Championship. This is the case of bad football violence. So this fan came from out of nowhere and did a sneak attack from the back, and after that he continued to mess with other players on the field. Luckily, the man was calmed down pretty fast. It would be great if there were less fans like these. A famous pranker, Vitaly Zdorovetsky, decided to run out on the field right in the middle of the match, much like that lady that we talked about not so long ago. He was half naked and he even tried to kiss one of the players, but luckily this crazy man didn't stay there for too long. This guy's quite slick. Look at him. He really knows what he's doing. I mean, if you're out there on the field, that's exactly the way you should act. Remember to press the like button if you like this video, guys. See you later.